if we focus now about spirits, on the market for spirits, we have two main categories we do consider there. One is the category of whiskies, and we really look at old age top distilleries, preferably single cask whiskies, which are 18 years or more, because they are rarer, and there's real demand for them. And then the second category we do consider in whiskey would be very special bottling. As an example, Macallan has released the Lalique collection, which is a special crystal decanter with 400 bottles of 50 years old, then another release of 400 bottles of 55 years old, then another release of 57, one of 60, one of 62, and the last one should be coming soon, we guess, at 66. So each of these bottles trade on the market more or less for 20,000 euro. Having all of them is a very unique trait, and that's something we are looking at having as a fund, because we believe that having the full collection is something which is going to be a real desirable item for high net worth, ultra net worth investor, someone who wants to have the most exclusive collection of whiskies. But this is something where, due to the rarity of the product, you're not going to have 10 collections in a fund, but you may have, we already had one, which we sold with a nice profit. We are making sure we are getting another one being built, and probably if we can have 2 or 3 over time. That's the type of things we're going to look at. The way we look at whiskey is in 2 steps. Right now we know that everything prior to 2010 is subject to a lot of supply and demand imbalance, because distilleries were not having enough capacity versus the worldwide demand. From 2008, Edrington has invested. Edrington is the owner of Macallan and Island Park, 2 of the biggest names in the whiskey world. But all the distilleries in that period, 2008-2010, have invested in capacity. Making whiskey is not like making wine. You can produce every year the same quality of whiskey. The problem is to be able to store them and keep them long enough. But the way we look at that is the shortage we see worldwide in whiskey is going to start to fade by 2022 or 2020. So that's only 5 years down the road. So when we look at whiskey, we are very specific in terms of what we are taking. It must be more than 18 years so that we keep this imbalance in supply and demand, which will be for another 10 years from what we understand today from the market. And when we look at non-whiskey investment, we only look at the rarest bottling of Cognac, which are usually sold in Asia. We have a lot of demand still for rare cask Cognac or Black Pearl Cognacs, which are some of the rarest Cognac ever produced. So we put them in the fund. We know that the big hotels and restaurants or casinos in Asia are going to be potential contenders for buying them a few years down the road. So this is where we're now putting our focus. Anything which would be just good quality whiskies or Cognac, but which is produced in volume, is not coming into the fund because it doesn't make sense for the investors and for the return. So very narrow selection, very high-end, but we know each product that comes in the fund has a real exit. We have already predetermined how to exit the spirit and how to maximize the return.